excited. Let's watch putting a homemade jet engine on a swing. This guy is actually crazy, and I don't know how the things he does is legal, but he's Australian, so I guess that excuses it.
How you going? You ever seen the Space Shuttle Challenger launch? It was sick and successfully launched 7 astronauts into the sky. And I want to do that
epic.
with a jet engine on a swing. But I don't have enough space to do all the big dumb projects I want to do.
This like, bro, it's crazy because he probably knows like actual math of engineering and stuff. You know, it's crazy. You don't really think about it. You're like, oh, crazy YouTuber doing stuff that, but bro knows stuff. Bro's those who knows.
Until now, and I've bought my dream house, and even paid extra to get a kitchen, 2
Damn.
bathrooms, and high ceiling.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He can only stay up straight in certain squares in a house. That's crazy. Holy shit. But no, this is nice. I would also like a cozy small house.
And look at all this space. It's such a liberating feeling being able to chuck a rock anywhere you want. Where the only thing I have to worry about hitting is an endangered bird. I own
Yeah,
that.
no, because I'm pretty sure in the other videos we've seen, he was in a backyard, like in just a regular house backyard.
That tree, and that tree, and that tree, this log, and even this poo. And this 100 acres of pristine Aussie bush is filled with beautiful animals and plants.
You're just
It also has
kangaroos
more than
chilling?
enough room for a jet engine on a swing. Which might just burn the whole place down.
What?
So despite what people
He
say,
actually did, like where he said jet engine, he meant jet engine.
making a jet engine is actually pretty easy. See this jar with a hole in the top? It's not only a flashlight, but a jet engine. Don't
Okay,
believe me?
bro. Dad. Okay, bro.
Watch.
What? Why would you?
Yeah. No.
Alright, you're just going to have to believe me. And that's the simplest version, and then the jars get more and more complicated, like this and this. But despite
Dude.
how much these
Who's watching YouTube tutorial to make tutorials to make a nuclear reactor?
people will
Fatima,
try
I
to
can't
convince you,
speak.
no one actually knows how they work. And all these scientists, they're just going along with it because they don't want to seem dumb and ask the wrong questions and lose their job. Which is why I'm not going to complicate things and get anyone fired and just make a pulse jet, which is essentially a metal version of this broken jar. You have the combustion chamber here, which when the gas ignites, it pushes out here and here. But because the gas takes longer to come out of this section, it pulses back in or something
Bro!
and the ignition continues for some reason.
We don't need
And
the
this unexplainable
feed.
process gives you heaps of thrust.
Yeah, why is he always barefoot? It's crazy. Is this some fetish stuff? Wait, is this secretly a fetish channel? Oh no.
Like enough to become a Nazi and bomb England from over 400 k's away, which is perfect for me. So I'm going to copy famous Englishman Colin Furze, as his pulse jet looks fairly simple, but I've decided to upscale my design by exactly 1% just so I can say it's bigger than his. Also, I haven't figured out the swinging part yet, I'll just work that out later. Alright, I started by cutting out this 1.6mm sheet metal, which for those following along at home is this big. But now I have to turn this flat piece into a round
Thank you. Thank you. I was curious how big it was. Thank you.
section. And the first piece didn't go well.
Look, man, he's like a crafter. I do get it. I do get the urge to just make stuff out of stuff. Okay, that's what I did when I made that Barbie doll into an ASMR microphone. I get it.
Not gonna line up.
Neither
It's just
did the
that what he
second.
does is a bit more dangerous.
But after using the vise, I eventually got this, which I tacked together. Then I cut out and rolled these tailpipe sections, which was a little harder.
That's crazy. That's so
I'm fine.
actual backyard engineering. Yo,
But eventually I
stop.
got this together.
Stop. Because if it comes out that I did a thing was a foot fetish channel all along, I would believe it.
By using the most ratchet of straps to pull it. So after tacking it together, I need to weld everything up. And after doing a practiced weld on
Wow, it looks so safe.
some scrap to make sure I don't screw it up, pretty good, I'm good to go. And this was a lot of welding and really made me realize how bad I am at following plans. I don't think I ever successfully welded a piece first go. And it was a long process of welding and cutting my own welds and putting them back down and then using a hammer to persuade the pieces into place. And eventually I got these two pieces.
Damn, that looks actually really good.
And a mad welding tan. So after I ground
He welded so hard that he changed his face. It happens to the best of us, right? Does it happen to you, Kinchi Soto, that your entire face and body changes when you weld?
down one of the edges on the missile-shaped piece, I welded it to the trumpet piece. And nothing I do comes together without gaps. But the good thing about having the worst welds on the internet is that I can just fill the gaps with more ugly welds and no one expects anything less. But I'm pretty happy. The welds are mostly solid.
Look, welding is not to be pretty. It's to be welded.
Except for here where I welded around my thumb. And also the whole thing is slightly off center, but it shouldn't matter. Now I just need to run the fuel line. So I got this pipe and welded a bolt in the end to make it airtight, then drilled some holes to make it air loose for the gas to come out. But these aren't randomly placed holes. They are very special. I'm hoping that if I put the holes in the same direction as the nozzle, when I crank up the gas, it will pull in the air in a phenomena called the Vitruvian Man, which will ignite and hopefully self-start and eliminate me needing a leaf blower like all these idiots. Like Colin Furs has made over 10 of these pulse jets and never made a self-igniting one, which is just embarrassing. And there you go.
Oh, he's doing engineering ingenuity. Who wants to bet it's not gonna work? I go like 6 inches after every weld. Really? Damn, like... Where?
Pipe should be in the center of the inlet.
Was he making a leaf blower? No, stupid silly guy. Why would you think he'd make a leaf blower? He's obviously making a fucking rocket launcher for a slide. No, for a swing. Obviously. Also, this is a crazy thing to pause on. But yeah, no, obviously he's making a fucking jet engine for a swing. God damn. Leaf blower.
Which it looks like it is. So it's time to give it a first go, and I'm slightly concerned that the pulse jet might just melt itself as it's only made out of mild steel. If I was a better welder, I would have made it out of stainless steel, just like this beautiful card from Revolut. Revolut is an all-in-one financial super app designed to simplify your money.
They have metal cards?
But all you need in one easy-to-use app, including this beautiful card. And together, it makes managing my Australian dollars in the US so much simpler than
We don't skip these.
engine. The best part is you can get $40 when you download Revolut and make your first purchase. And $40 is enough to build 1/10.
I heard Revolut is actually
Create an
decent
account
though.
in minutes, and you might even decide to order yourself one of
If
these
I want,
cards.
like, another
Learn
card
more by
for
heading to the
something,
link
I'll
in
get
the
one,
description
a
or scan
Revolut
this
one.
QR code here. Now, usually when I'm using a credit card or cash to buy stuff, I'm always annoyed that I can't use the card as a throwing star. and
That's
use them
actually
as
selling
main
me.
things around me. But with Revolut, I can do that. I can even customize the card complete with text and emojis so people around me know who threw
So
the card.
I could put PP Slayer? I could put my face on a card? Chad, you can make a PP Slayer card. If you want a PNG for a PP Slayer card, I'll give you one.
And I buy a lot of random things from all over the world, and it can be a bit daunting purchasing from
that's
questionable
funny.
sites. And to get ahead of those potentially fraudulent
I don't know. I
transactions,
can't give you financial advice. Okay, disclaimer. Disclaimer. I'm not qualified to give financial advice.
Revolut has a disposable virtual card you can set up in app, and every time you make an online purchase with it, the card details disappear, meaning no one can steal your details. And this app is pretty handy for traveling. You can get competitive exchange rates for over 30 currencies, discounted airport lounge passes, and even eSIMs directly in the app. It's got it all in one place. No more getting smashed at the airport with exorbitant fees on travel necessities. So don't forget, you can join 50 million people using Revolut worldwide and get $40 after your first purchase. Head to the link in the description or scan this QR code to learn more. Alright, back to the jet engine. And after watering
Oh
down the grass
man,
and chucking
I was so invested in the ad.
some weights on top, we turned on the
Shucks.
gas.
My welds aren't
Don't
the best. I can see
burn me.
sunlight
Don't
coming
explode me.
through. Yep. That was weird.
And nothing happened.
I knew it. I called it. I think there's a reason why you can't have the air pipe.
Oh,
Okay, turn it off.
it says like maybe a safety shut-off.
So we removed the pesky safety valve put in by the government to throttle your Saturday night barbecuing experience and tried again with just a sparkler in the combustion chamber.
Yeah, it's in there.
Oh.
Raise it more.
More.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, turn it off.
And it's not self-starting, so we tried with a leaf blower.
Yeah.
It's not self-starting, man. Bro, dude, this guy is playing with fire. Literally, man. Dude, he's playing with fire.
Yep.
I don't understand what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to start engineering, right? Like it's supposed to go crazy.
And it started to rumble, but still wouldn't kick. And I think my holes are the problem, or the lack of them. So I drilled some more and turned it perpendicular to the inlet and welded that in.
Oh, I needed more holes.
I also fixed some of the leaking holes in the combustion chamber. And I do owe Colin an apology. I've also failed to make a self-starting pulse jet engine. You're not an idiot.
I called this. I called that it wouldn't work because I think if it was possible to make a self-starting one, people would have made it. I just have infinite trust and ingenuity of YouTube people. So when I don't find a YouTube tutorial or thing for something, I'm like, that's probably not to like if I find a tutorial that where they're like, oh, I can't do it this way, then there's probably a reason, you know what I mean?
Both are. I'm still convinced you're making a sex dungeon under your house, though.
What? Maybe that's a YouTuber we have to check out after.
It started.
I got scared, I turned it off. Wait,
Right.
what do I do when it's at that sound?
When it actually goes boom, you'll say I'll move away.
That thing could just explode and some metal very fast all over the place. Well, I'm sure she knows what he's doing.
Leave it for like a second unless it like flies. If it starts to move, turn it
If
off.
it starts to move, I'm not gonna be here, Alex.
No, if it starts to move.
I mean, fair.
Whoa, that was it.
I don't like it.
It did it.
I don't like it.
Oh.
I don't like it.
You saw it move?
Yes.
And that time it sounded like it was about to go, but my housemate was too scared and kept turning it off. So I got back my mate, who doesn't care as much about our safety.
I mean, yeah, it could turn into a shrapnel bomb. I'd be scared too. I'd be like, you can do whatever. I'm not gonna be there though.
and gave it another go.
Teresa and Nogla say hi. Oh, Pug. I'm about to go PT with the Marine. Pray for me. Prage. Why girls live longer? You cannot pay me to sit next to a potential shrapnel bomb. I don't care. Yeah, I'll live longer. I guess. I'll take it. Oh my god, I have a weight on it. Oh! Oh, how do you turn it off?
That is fucked.
Oh my god, everything shakes.
Stop running that. Holy.
Cut it off, Alex.
Yeah, too loud.
And we only had that on for a couple of seconds, but it was still the loudest thing my poor ears and neighbors' ears have ever had come inside them.
Wait, yeah, how they're back in like a neighborhood? I thought he was in the forest.
It also made me stim for some reason. It was around 140 decibels, which is louder than a passenger plane.
He's taking all necessary safety precautions. Look, he has kettlebells freaking down. True. True, very safe.
Taking off right here on my deck. And the simplicity of this is beautiful. No moving parts, just sheet metal in the shape of a trumpet with a barbecue gas bottle. There is really no reason for every man, woman, and child watching right now not to go and make one of these. They are seriously the most fun you can have as a 14-year-old living in a crowded urban neighborhood. But I reckon if I ran this any longer, the cops would come and take it for themselves to play. so I'm stopping. Alright, I don't want to continue using sparklers to ignite this.
Dude, okay, yeah, you gotta go in the forest for that. I'm only running the pieces. Hey, calm down, hey. He just builds maybe bombs, and then maybe it'll explode. He also builds a lot of maybe guns, doesn't he?
Thing, I want to feel more fancy and have buttons. And I could use an ignition coil to light it, but I thought it would be more fun to use a taser. And here's a hot tip for you
What?
kids. Tasers are illegal in Australia, but you can still buy them. They're just called cattle prods, which is illegal unless you have animals to prod.
Yo, wait, so can I buy a cattle prod in the UK? You guys already know what my whole spiel with the brass knuckles is, but I'll take a cattle prod too. You know, I'll take a cattle prod too.
But in all seriousness, I'm getting chickens on the property, so I'm gonna need this. So all I did was bypass the battery and switch of the taser and connect it to this relay. And now when I press this button, it should work.
Yep.
And kids, once again, this is the perfect setup if you want to make a bomb. And then weld it in the spark plug.
This is the great thing about being a bad welder. We can hook cables onto them.
Damn.
Look at that. Okay, when
All
I
I'm
put
gonna say is Australia definitely has a lot of freedom, because that's crazy. They let them get away with this.
this, we should hear it go off. Why do I hear gas?
Oh god, what's happening?
We should see this go off. Yes. Yes.
Alright, now if I'm sitting on the jet engine, I can turn the gas on and off. But what
Beautiful
happens if
drawing.
I fly off?
Why does he have chat? Do you see the problem that I see in this? Why does he have bigger breasts than me?
Fly off, or even worse, what if my clothes fly off? Then I won't have a way to stop the jet engine from flying out of control. So I'm going to make it wireless.
You
So I bought
can't
this
draw
solenoid
that
and this
on
brass fitting
Twitch!
that precisely don't fit my gas pipe. So I just welded it.
That does not work.
And
Just
I made
weld
it
everything.
worse. So instead I cut off some hose and stuck that on the end as an adapter.
Ooh, you can't do that. Okay? They may be ladies of the night, but you cannot simply cut them. Haha. You get it?
Which works nicely, and now I also have the world's first lockable childproof bomb.
Excuse me? Is this why TSA doesn't allow you to have water?
Alex, I thought we said you wouldn't have any more drug paraphernalia in the house.
I didn't make it.
Alex, this is in the garage.
I did
you
not.
Said you were not. Gonna
I
have
did
this in
not
here.
make this.
What do you mean?
I didn't make it. He made it.
Is this true? He did it.
He did it.
And now when I press this button, gas should come out. And this is weird. I can hear it, but I can't see it. So either there's a snake in the pipe or the guy gave me invisible gas.
Yeah, no. Women do live longer. Okay, no. That is crazy. You gotta be bro. I hate when I get gas and I get invisible gas. Oh man, it's almost like, oh dude, holy shit. I have
Okay,
a
the ignition
genuine
works.
fear that I'm gonna have a gas leak one day and I'm gonna turn on a fire even though I don't smoke or use fire for anything, but I have a genuine fear of blowing up in gas. Okay, ever since I was a child, I was warned about it. So I've been scared about it for a while. Like it's crazy. He's just burning that gas.
And after pissing off everyone in the neighborhood with the noise of this thing, you'd think I'd stop here. But no, I want to be in a Neighbors from Hell episode. So I'm going to make a thrust augmenter. And it's a funnel thing that goes on either one of the exhausts, and for some reason it's meant to add more thrust. But again, it's one of those things in the rocket world where people say it works, but no one can tell me how. Like if this actually worked, surely I could just stack another augmenter on this one, and then another, and another, and another, and get ever-increasing thrust. So let's
That's
give it a
crazy.
go, but this time not in the suburbs.
Oh my god, look, they're traveling with it. That's so cute. On a car?
Alright, the self-ignition doesn't work, and I can't get it to start with the augmenter, as it's in the way of the blow-up. So I just cut it off, then gave that a go. Which still didn't work. But then I realized it was because I was out of gas. So I cut off the augmenter for no
Yeah, maybe letting out all the invisible gas in the room was not a good idea.
reason. And after getting a new bottle, we gave it another go. And I have heard whispers on the internet that if I tip the gas bottle upside down, something magical will happen.
What? What do you mean something?
And that liquid propane really makes it sound angry and seems
Okay,
like it
that
increases
is
the fire.
magical.
Doing it at night seemed to help
That
the
is
fire as well.
magical.
That was still on. I didn't realize I didn't turn it off.
Imagine the car starts moving forward. Oh my god. It's so heated up, that's gonna explode. Oh my
Now,
god.
it's time to move the pulse jet
That's
to the top of
like
the hill.
those
Did not.
5 billion degrees knives.
Your head is gone.
Alright, now to work out the swing. And this can't be like your mum's sex swing. I need it to not fall apart under my weight. And originally I wanted to build
course.
2 A-frames and have the swing on that.
There's
but I
no
don't
way
trust
he's
my
actually gonna ride that swing.
welding enough. So I'm going to use God's A-frames, trees, which are super strong and don't fall over.
Yeah, they never do that.
And these two are in the perfect position with a clearing on this side and on the other side a nice bushy cliff covered in dry grass.
Forest
So I've got
fire
this pipe,
incoming.
which has walls 3 mil thick and secured it in place with these bearings, which I definitely remembered to put on the pipe the first time. And I don't know if these bearings are strong enough, but I also don't care. Then I just welded some arms on the top of the engine with support running to the frame, which is made out of steel. as
Is
a
this how they
defendant's
make
good-
like those park? You know, the when you go to a park and there's those metal slides and stuff, like metal park infrastructure that kind of looks like this out of pipes.
it holding up against jet fuel. And the reason I need the extra support is if I just secure it on the top like this, I'm sure that spinning jet engine will just peel itself apart. So instead I have the arms running to the frame and then the frame running all the way to the bottom. Then also just reinforced all the welds while also making sure I keep the camera in a way where it doesn't reveal the location of my property to any of you freaks.
What? Why would you dox yourself? Why would, like, just as a power move? I mean, I bet it's probably not the right address, but that's crazy.
Alright, now to see if it fits. Which it does if I leave my car here, but now I'm stuck.
What are we gonna do?
Ooh.
Deflate the tires. Let's see.
Wow. It's
And if
beautiful.
I just tried to run it like this, I don't think it would do 360s, as it would probably just get to like 45 degrees and then just stop. So originally I thought I could get like 5 meters of spear gun rubber and slingshot it to start it off. But then I realized I should just copy what I did in my intro and put a counterweight on top so
What?
it really wants to spin.
Damn, that's a good idea. Thank God he already did it for the intro. Thank God he did it for the intro, so now he knows how to do it.
And if you guys have never experienced having a steel pole in between your cheeks while also holding 20 kilos above your head, you definitely have to try it. It's a fantastic feeling. When I got down though, we realized we could have just rotated the jet to put the weights on. Also, I realized another thing about the spinning I didn't consider. When the jet engine is upside down, it's going to run on liquid propane. So it'll be cycling between liquid and gas, giving it a lot more thrust, but will also put a lot of stress on the solenoid, which is not meant to run on cold liquid
This is
propane,
art.
which means it could blow up or get stuck in the open position, which is why I got rid of the Chinese solenoid and switched it with this beefy one. And it being Chinese has nothing to do with it. This one just has a bigger hole. Then I just bolted on a chair
Wow.
for me to sit on and put the electronics in a box. And it's done. And after a visit to the car park of an event cinema movie theater, I should have enough fire extinguishers to do the first test. But just to be
Well,
sure
what's
we
the
don't
fire
burn everything
extinguishers
down,
for?
we also stole the neighbor's generator and made a firefighting setup. And there's nothing left but
Oh, to put. Oh, I did mention forest fires. I didn't mention forest fires.
To do it, and this is probably the most scared I've ever been before turning on one of my dumb devices.
So what's our plan? Our plan is do it, and we're both running and hiding behind that tree.
This is a dangerous one indeed.
And it wouldn't start, even though nothing
No!
has changed since we did the other test.
How does it turn off?
So we tried different sized gas bottles, thinking
when
that
the
that
gas
would be
runs
the
out.
issue.
Probably.
And we also tried moving the bottle position around.
Fire in the hole! What happened?
And even though we got it started once, it wouldn't stay on. So we tried a couple more times.
I don't know, is this a good idea?
But then called it a night and decided to try again in the morning with a plan. So in the morning we got up and went to a car dealership and
man.
installed a TV for them.
We did a much better job at this than the jet engine.
What? This is so random. They just randomly installed a TV for a car dealership. Okay, side quiz. Welcome, Septica.
Of course, yeah.
Then once we had done that, we tried the jet engine again.
Come on, 50th time is the charm. Why does it not stay on?
It still wouldn't work. But then we realized that the solenoid was probably the problem. As you know how earlier I said that nothing had changed from our stationary test before? One thing did, the length of this hose, which doesn't seem like it would make a difference, but because it's shorter now, there might be less resistance on the solenoid and the gas can pass through easier. So we did something we were definitely not meant to
I'm
do
not
and
understanding
put
a single
kink
thing.
in the gas pipe, which will hopefully build up more pressure and force the solenoid to open all the way.
Sure, of course.
And that was the best so far, but I want it to spin for as long as we tell it to. So we crimped the hose a little harder and gave it another go.
Yo! Yo, it's going!
And that worked so much better than I could have ever hoped. Nothing broke, blew up, or got burnt, and it spun continuously until we switched it off. So we tried again, but this time with the bottle fully tilted so it runs on liquid for longer.
Am I Mr. Sparkle?
Sparkle. That's been the magic touch, so let's keep with it.
Dude! Cinema. Okay, now ride it.
And that was significantly louder and faster than the others, but it still wasn't running on liquid the whole time. You could hear it going on and off. And I think it's because it's spinning, the liquid is getting pulled to the bottom edge like water in a bucket and not coming out. So we waited till night and decided to try a new tank with more liquid propane in it and give that a go.
Stop.
Yeah, go.
No, it was spraying liquid propane onto you. Get away from it,
And we almost set ourselves on fire.
That's
So we tried
crazy.
again with the bottle at 45 degrees. And then we almost blew the jet engine up.
Oh!
So we tried
Oh!
one last time before finally getting the shot I wanted. and also letting you hear the drop of this song.
Look at it go! Those trees are doing heavy lifting, literally. They're so red.
That was epic. That initial burst almost.
Sheesh.
And this is by far the best thing I've ever made and most fun I've ever had filming a video. But there's also zero chance I'm ever going to sit on this thing. Go make a pulse jet, kids, and do it yourself.
Aww.
Thank you so much for watching.
That's
If you
so
like that, please subscribe
sad.
and check out some of my other videos.
That was cinema. That was cinema, man. That was fucking cinema. On it, are you going? Are you gonna sit on it crazy? Are you going to Australia to try it out? I'll support you, even though that would mean I'll be out of an editor. Yeah. Didn't know that I have merch now? That is right, I have a merch. I have keychains, hoodies, sweatpants, shorts, standees, and also this beautiful mousepad that is 100% very accurate to my proportions. So if you like anything you see, why don't head down to the link in the description and grab something? It would help a lot.